Hopefully it don't get too hot, because I just turned the air conditioning off. Because I don't want to hear nobody saying it's too loud, they can't hear. But the air conditioning wasn't loud, but...
Brandy said hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was texting.
Okay.
If you must know. And I told her that we were getting ready to record, but camera turned on live. And so she said, oh, tell everybody say hi. So hi, everybody. Yeah,
we're going to try to get her to come to Philadelphia, too.
Oh, she's texting back. What did she say? Did you like the video?
Did you watch that new interview?
This is what we were talking about.
I didn't watch it yet, Bridget. Don't judge me. But she did a video with True Exclusive. Shout out to Silent. She did an interview with them. Make sure y'all check out that interview. And let me tell you something. I gotta be careful. I'm live on YouTube and I'm live here, but I'm going to be putting my focus on this camera right here, in front of me. So we're gonna give y'all a little preview of what we want to, what we want to do, and then we're gonna get right back to this camera. So, yeah, shout out to y'all for watching. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys are enjoying your week. I know I'm enjoying my week, going into my weekend. All I want to do is ask Spring, where the hell are you? Because you don't went from fall to fucking summer. We really haven't gotten spring.
No, winter.
Oh yeah, it's been winter. It's been winter, fall. No spring, straight to summer. It's 90 degrees. We done broke a record today, and they're saying it's possible that we're going to break another record tomorrow here in Philadelphia. Spring, I don't know where you are, but I done forgot about you. I think spring is canceled for 2018. It's just not here. It's so hot that I had to clean up my dusty-ass air conditioner and put it in the window, but I haven't turned it on yet. But if I start sweating, you know I'm turning it right back on. You know I sweat pretty fast. If you have not subscribed to our channel, that means if you watch our channel on the regular and you are not a subscriber, please subscribe to our channel today, create an account and sign up. We are 500, well at the time, 499 subscribers away from 150,000 subscribers. So I would love for you guys to subscribe to our channel, and shout out to everyone who watches our videos and subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you tell your friends and family to watch our videos and share these videos out to everyone, that you tell everyone you watch our videos. Shout out to those that still been rioting and dying. Shout out to those who are coming to Philadelphia on August 11th for our 10th anniversary live show. Again, it's here in Philadelphia on August 11th. It will be at the Montgomery Auditorium. Go ahead.
Really got fancy. You don't even have a trash bag no more.
I don't, but I put it in the hallway. Oh. You know, after I cleaned up, I said, not too fancy, but sit it right there.
No, it's all right.
All right. Just make sure you put your shit in the trash.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And I want to make sure I take it with me, because if I leave it right there, I'm not going to take it with me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
So, it's going to be at the Montgomery Auditorium at the Free Library of Philadelphia at 1901 Vine Street, which is in Center City, Philadelphia. Sorry if I'm speaking too fast, you nasty bitch. But you know, I got something for all of that, because put something behind you. You know, I got something for all that, so he won't even fuck up my flow. But you know, we are in the process. I'm excited because we're in the process of locking in some special guests to the show on August 11th. Tickets are $25. Please get your tickets to buy your ticket. The link is inside the more info box. So when you purchase this ticket, please make sure we'll have your name. But if you're bringing other people, like if you purchase multiple tickets, please put in the notes that this is your ticket and for whoever else you're buying a ticket for. Right. Even if they don't show up, you have 2 tickets. If you bring somebody with you, we'll have you on. We'll have you taken care of. So I'm super excited. And I'm like, bitch, I gotta get my body together. So I do have some body goals going on. I haven't worked out in almost 3 years, and I'm so scared because when I work out, I know my body is gonna be fucked up. Like the day after, I can't be able to walk, I won't be able to lift. But I don't want to put my body through that stress. But when I get on that stage, I don't want to have that daddy belly or I don't want to have all that. On August 11th, I want to look good when we come out on that stage and give you a great show. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Make sure you request off. Check Southwest.com. They have the best deals as far as flights. I know some people might be scared because of the stuff that went on with Southwest a couple weeks ago. Please don't let that frighten you. If you're afraid to fly, take a bus. Greyhound is always available. So I'm going to give a shout out to our new sponsors to our show. Shout out to Tequila Williams. Shout out to Lawrence B. Chaparral C and Maury Pettis. Those are our latest sponsors to the Scorpion Show. If you have not sponsored our channels, to sponsor our channel is $4.99 a month. And you get a free live stream, not a free live stream, but you get a personal live stream with Mikkel and I. You also get early access to our videos. That means you'll get a chance to watch our videos before everyone else. And when you're in the chat room with us, for shout out to some of the sponsors in the chat room, you'll see Mikkel and I's logo there, letting everyone know that you are a sponsor to our channel. So we're going to get into this video. There is a lot to get to. Now, let me tell you something. There's one thing in particular I'm not really interested in talking about because I think I'm very over this person, but because you guys, you guys always want us to talk about things, we're going to bring it to you. But I don't want to even start with him first. I want to talk about snakes. And
who?
Snakes. And Kevin Hart had one in his entourage. And this snake is named JT Jackson. Or Action Jackson. I've never heard of him, never seen him, never paid no mind to him, and things like that. But we all know how last year Kevin Hart got caught up in a sex tape scandal. And it happened in Las Vegas with Kevin Hart sleeping with another woman, and this person was trying to extort Kevin Hart for millions of dollars. Kevin Hart went to the FBI, and he also recorded a video, or I think either recorded a video or he took a picture and he wrote something on Instagram apologizing to his family and his friends and his fans, more so to his pregnant wife at the time. He was very apologetic for what he has done, and he called himself getting ahead of the extortion case, being extorted. The video still came out, and while the video was out, you heard a Kevin Hart segment where he was discussing him. Kevin Hart was discussing him cheating and slipping up and stuff like that at a previous time. And it was on in the background of the video. And I, for one, I was one of those people who was blaming the girlfriend. I was like, oh, that the girl who he cheated with. I was like, oh yeah, she had something to do with this. She had got Gloria Allred's daughter, I can't remember her name. She got Gloria Allred's daughter as an attorney. She was saying she had nothing to do with this. She would have never done nothing like that.
The woman was saying this.
Yeah, the woman. So, she was just saying like, no, I ain't had nothing to do with this. Basically, she was trying to clear her name. She never sued Kevin Hart for anything that I know of. She never sued him. But she was just trying to clear her goddamn name. That I had nothing to do with this. And I was like, oh, this bitch lying, child, whatever. And it comes out 8 months later that Kevin Hart's friend JT Jackson, Action Jackson, had something to do with this. He was the one trying to extort Kevin Hart with millions of dollars just so this video would not get out. And you might be wondering, well, how did he get this camera in there? People can sit phones down and record you.
But not only that, not even the phone situation. How was who was Kevin Hart going to be sending the money to? Was it like he had set up like a fake account or a fake person?
Yeah, it could be anybody. Cause he could the friend could have told somebody, extort Kevin Hart. We're gonna get this money. This is how we're gonna do it.
When was he arrested? Or was he arrested?
It had to be recently, like in the past couple of days. They said they.
Because I was just on his Instagram, and I was trying to figure out. I didn't notice when he the last time he posted it.
Yeah, it was 4 or 5 days ago. But they said that it's
5 days ago.
That there has been a break in the case and that an arrest will be made, and he faces, I think, up to 5 years in jail. They didn't say it was a long sentence, but you got to be careful of who you keep in your company and who you keep around you, especially like we're doing a show like this. In the beginning stages of this show, I didn't want my friends bringing anybody new around, and they will tell you I was not aware. I didn't even like the fact that Brandon used to bring Dennis around. I said, first of all, I don't know him. When we drink, we get fucked up. And I don't need nobody new into this scene seeing us like this or seeing me like this, because I don't know anything about them or what they might try to do or anything like that. But once I got to know them was real cool. But I still would tell Brandon, I don't like new people around me. I made some friends over the years, but I didn't keep a lot of them around. I still have majority of my best friends. I've known them from 15 to 18 years. I've known them. I've never had any problems with that. But I think this comes around when you probably can bring new people in or old people in if they feel like you're not giving them enough money. But even if that's the case, you shouldn't be that kind of a person to do something like that. And they say Kevin Hart known them 14, 15 years, even though it might subtract from what I'm talking about. I hope none of my friends will do me like that. You know, and they've had plenty of opportunities to do so. Don't do that. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? But because sometimes I also say stuff and I talk about stuff, and I wouldn't want people to stuff that you know that I wouldn't want nobody to know. You know what I'm saying? As for somebody to say, "Well, bitch, you better give me."
Yeah, that's just not even. I think somebody who would do something like that was
desperate.
never your friend.
Yeah,
they were never your friend because real friends, you can argue tooth and nail with a real friend and curse them out, and nothing personal should ever come out of your mouth about that friend when y'all argue. Because if it doesn't, that means that y'all never really friends like that anyway. Especially nothing personal, especially if y'all in front of people. You don't do that. You know? But some people don't know how to be friends. Some people don't know how to, you know, they don't know how to, they've never had real friends in their life, so they're not used to being real friends with people, so they can get what they can get from out of you, and once they get all they can get from you, then they're done with you. That's just how it is.
Yes.
I see it all the time. I see it with people at work. I see it with people out on the street. Once they can get what they can get from you, then they're done with you, and then they'll act as if you never helped them.
Come on.
You never did nothing for them. Oh well, you only did this, but you be like, but I helped you pay your rent.
Yeah.
And you will tell me, oh, but you only did. That day when I helped you pay your rent, you could have been out on the damn street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's just how people are, and people have to be mindful. That's why I am one of those people, and you kind of know this. I don't like to be around people that I don't know. I don't like to become friends with people that I don't know like that, because I'm like, I don't know what your motives are. I don't know anything about you. You know what I mean? I feel like once you get to a certain age, you be like, I don't want to be friends with nobody new. I'm like, no. You make new friends when you're young. Like when you're older, you're like, oh, be friends with nobody in here?
Yeah.
Like, hell no.
That is so true.
Yes.
I do have one new friend. Well, I don't really want to call him a friend, but he's a nice guy.
You've become friends with a lot of people since I've known that.
I have, but you know, they're still around. But I'm saying this new person.
Not all of them.
Oh, don't do that like that. I mean, but
her. I ain't talking about her. You got
who I cut off?
That was your best friend too. Her.
Yeah, it was time for. No, it wasn't my fault though, because I said what I said, and, you know. But
did you turn the air off?
Yeah, I did.
I'm getting hot.
I'm not getting hot. That's the crazy thing.
I am.
Oh my God. Well, I'll turn the air on. You know,
I'll turn it down some, but
it was just time. It wasn't my fault.
It's still 90 degrees outside.
Yeah. But I'm like, okay, even we fall out or not, if you can't support me, then baby, that was petty. So yeah, she was real petty for that one. So yeah.
Who hurt me?
No, her. Oh. Not you.
Because I've been known to be petty.
You know, but yeah, you know, I met him and stuff, but I'm like, I really don't do the young people like that. But he's so cool. You know, he went to school, he works.
Does he live in Philly?
No, Jersey.
Oh.
You know, he got, you know, he's cool.
Him
I met him on Instagram.
Oh.
And he's a fan of the show, he wrote me on Instagram. But when we met, I brought somebody with me because I wasn't just.
Oh, you went to Jersey?
No.
Oh.
He was in Philly.
Oh, he was in Philly. Okay.
Yeah, you know. I don't know. I don't want to come by myself because I don't want to feel like it's something that it's not.
That it's not right. Yeah, exactly right.
So yeah, but we've been cool. You know,
and that's the best way to go too, because sometimes people get the wrong idea.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm going to bring somebody with me. Who you going to bring? My boyfriend.
But I don't know. It's definitely different from in my 20s because in my 20s. I was open to meeting everybody. When we was on this YouTube thing, I was meeting everybody. If I was in your city, yes, let's meet, let's hang out, let's drink, let's do all of that. But as I'm in my 30s, like I rarely do that. But like when I was in New York, I'm like, shit, it's my birthday. Hey, if you in the area, come on, let's hang out. But I rarely do that. So people like, you don't do the meet and greets and stuff because I ain't got time. Like I want to be with who I be with, who I came to see, have fun, take my ass back home. I'm past that new friend stage. I'd rather keep the friends that I had. But if I meet somebody cool along the way, you know, I don't have no problem with that. Right. But I feel bad that Kevin Hart has to go through a situation like this with someone that he has known so long. You know, I don't even know if they could have been red flags or anything like that.
Probably not. Probably not. And he probably was so close to Kevin Hart that Kevin Hart would have never thought in a million years that somebody that close to me would have did something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because when something like that happens, you don't never want to think or even come close to believing that it's somebody in your inner circle. So you think, because I think we all thought that it was this female. Like, no, it was you. And the whole time it wasn't even her.
No.
She didn't want no money from her.
No, but she could get some money now.
But she can get some money now. She got a case now. All thanks to Action Jackson.
Yeah.
And you know what, Kevin Hart? You should pay her.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't her.
To go away.
Yeah, it wasn't even her.
Like, she was a lawyer. She just probably been sleeping with you on the strength of you being Kevin Hart.
Yeah, she probably didn't care and never asked you for a dime. Now, those are the type of people you want around.
Because it could have been somebody you fucking on the low.
It could have.
Nobody know.
Yep.
Hey, keeping them down low.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah. But if Kevin Hart is used to doing this thing, I mean, now he probably don't do it no more. But this is probably something regular where the friend probably got other stuff. You never know. All the stuff that you've been doing and out here slipping and sliding, because we seen you in either Miami or Vegas when you had another girl and y'all were talking in the car, even though we know nothing happened. How do we really know nothing didn't happen? You know, you just never know.
I mean, you gotta think about it. These celebrity men get vagina
pussy,
thrown at
yes.
them.
From left and right.
Hell, if these bums standing on the street get vagina thrown at them from these dusty, musty little girls, you know these celebrity men are getting vagina thrown at them left and right. And can you imagine how many of these men have slept with women that we don't even know about? Who've hired some of their favorite porn stars or favorite strippers to sleep with. And those strippers and porn stars, they ain't gonna tell nobody. Because that's a check for them. Why would they mess that up? So they're never gonna tell nobody. You know, it's just the ones like this young lady who got caught up because Kevin Hart's friend decided to hide, and his friend probably was the one who set the whole date up. When you think about it, because how was he able to put that phone or camera in the room?
He probably knew Kevin Hart's ways and what he do or what he was going to do,
and what he still do.
Yeah, if we know about it, if he's cheating there.
Listen,
if I was Kevin Hart, I was scared to be cheating again.
But you know what?
It only
Why? When you got some women who don't leave.
Yeah, but you know what? It only took me one time to cheat, and I knew I would never, ever, ever cheat again. Because when you cheat, the whole aura of the relationship is off, and I think that other person knows, but they just deal with you just to deal with you. But they know it's there. It's a spiritual thing. Now either you're gonna keep letting him cheat on you, or you're not. You're gonna get up and walk away. And that person got up and walked away, and I'm gonna say it. That person gave me the best sex that we ever had, and I never got it again from that person. And that's something that, bitch, I was like.
Why would you expect to get it from them again?
I couldn't just, you know, sometimes
I
like.
The best sex you ever had?
No, just from that person. You know, but I'm saying.
How?
I'm saying. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say.
No, I don't know the name.
But I just.
How do you know if you've had the best sex?
I say at that.
Yeah, how do you know you were having the best sex?
With that person. That was the best sex we ever had.
But how do you know you were having the best sex with that person? Like, what was that person?
Because it felt like it just, everything was on point. Everything. I mean, from beginning to end, it was on point.
Was that the first time you ever had anal sex?
Wait a minute. Who said that I had anal sex? Don't try to throw me under the bus. Because that's not working. You know, whether I drink or not, that's never going to work with me. Because I don't play those games. But
so how do you know again?
Because, like I said, I mean, that was the best. So, and when that happened, it was like kind of like the reverse of the power, and I was just like, bitch, I'll never do it again. That's why
I never physically cheated, but I text cheated. Somebody was sending me nasty pictures, and my ex went in my phone one day and found the messages. And so, yeah, I mean that's cheating, but I wasn't physically cheating, but I did. Somebody was sending me nasty stuff, and the thing about it is I wasn't even sending nothing back. They were just sending it to me, and I was
you ain't never
it.
say nothing.
No, because I was liking what I was getting, but you know.
Low down came to showdown.
I got out the shower because that's when they went to my phone when I was in the shower.
That's the worst. That's why you bring your phone wherever you go.
But then you don't want to do that because you don't want to seem like you're being sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
So I got out the shower. Everything was fine. Got out the shower. Everything was fine. The next morning. So I went to your phone last night and I'm like, oh, how do you even know my password? Because when I was laying it on them, I went to my phone and they saw it.
And they never forgot.
And they didn't forget it.
But you should have asked, can you see their phone? They probably deleted what was in their phone.
No, I don't even, at that time, but see, at that particular time, my mind was not trying to do a gotcha. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I had to own to what I did. Yeah, mm-hmm. I couldn't lie. And I wasn't trying to be, oh, well, you caught me, so what's in your phone? Because I don't know. I wasn't trying to do none of that. Because that tit for tat, when it comes to certain things, I don't like to play that tit for tat. If you are wrong, you're wrong. Mm-hmm. And there's no need to go back and forth. And we still remained together. It was just, and I'm pretty sure they cheated on me, but they just never got caught.
Yeah.
I never caught them. Yeah. And I think I never caught them because I never was looking. This is so true. When you go looking, you will find. Mm-hmm. And I never went looking. Yeah. So I never found anything because my mind was never, I need to find out who they texting or who they talking to when I'm not around. No, I just knew that when I was with you, we had an absolute great time. When I wasn't with you, we had a great time when we was on the phone talking and texting. And you never gave me any reason to believe otherwise. And that doesn't mean you weren't cheating. Mm-hmm. It just means that you were cheating so good that I never even thought you were cheating. Cross your mind. It didn't cross my mind. And so therefore, I never wanted to. I just feel like when you're in a relationship with somebody and you start to look, then that's the red flag, and that means that you're suspecting something, and 9 times out of 10, what you're suspecting is right, and also you should stop with that person right there.
Do you even need to look? Because you already know.
Yeah,
everybody gets that intuition that somebody's on something. Like if it's not right, like you can look at a person. Shit, I can look at the people in my house and I can point out when they're not right or whatever.
Then that must be every day of that.
But you know what? Exactly. You know what? And then I bumped into somebody on the street on Saturday, because you know me, since I can see stuff in people, and they got all of they got all of this. They think that just because they wear all the name brands, top fashion design and stuff like that they're so happy, they look so good. And I looked at this person, and I said, "Oh, all I see is sadness." I'm like, "You all right? You?" He's like, "Yeah, but I don't even want to talk about that right now." I said, "I know." I just see it. I see. So people can see things and all of that stuff. I don't know why I brought that up, but you can see and feel things in people. Even my neighbor, I could tell like, "Girl, something right. Like, I hope you're all right." Shout out to her. I hope everything. Don't do that. But I'm just like, I hope she's all right. I can just tell it ain't right. But yeah, I still love and hey, but I don't know how to say. You want to talk about something? I don't know. I know how to do it, but I don't.
Just a conversation.
But I don't want to be. I should. I should. I should. All right. So yeah, that's enough with Kevin Hart and that business. And I think we're gonna stop right now on the chat. If you want to see more, shout out to the almost 500 people watching. If you want to see more,
is this bringing us money?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know if anybody did a super chat. But
I know somebody sent $5.
10.
Shout out to those of you that sent money.
If they do a super chat, we might stay. But I don't want to do the
What's a super chat?
When they donate. Oh. We'll do 5 more minutes. If we see anything come across the screen, you be the one that looks. If we see anything come up on the screen. They did do super chats. I'm so focused into the show. They tell me, no, don't leave.
Well, with 500 people, I wouldn't really want to leave either. But
yeah, I know. They say Alexis sent a super chat. I can't, and they don't show you like. Let me see. It don't show you if someone recently did one. Cause I can't. But we'll stay right here. Oh shit! Somebody said, wait. There we go. They said, "Mikkel, please wink at me." Alexis said, "Mikkel, wink at him, Mikkel." Wait, can't say. So they being nasty in that goddamn chat. Hold up. I don't see nothing else. So We'll give y'all 5 more minutes, and then we out of here. So,
wink at me.
Camille Cosby. I'm really not trying to get to Kanye. Kanye could be last. I could care less.
Doesn't matter if you could care less. This is what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, you want to talk about me or Camille Cosby?
It doesn't matter.
Because we're going to talk. Let's talk about Camille Cosby. All right. So Camille, who was married to Bill Cosby, wrote a nice, nasty letter on Bill Cosby's Facebook page, and this was an official message from her. Now, I'm going to get these blocks together. She did not compare Bill Cosby to Emmett Till. That's something she did not do, and I wish these blogs stopped using clickbait. What she did was say how people come up with lies. She came up with how the juror, how the defendant or the witness lied on Emmett Till, saying that he did something. She did not compare Bill Cosby to Emmett Till. She compared the lady that lied to the other ladies that testified against her husband. That's what she did. She didn't compare him to Emmett Till. Let's get that out of the way.
Say that again. She did what?
She compared the lady that lied on Emmett Till to the same women who lied on Bill Cosby, who are the accusers. She was saying, how can these accusers just come up and make up stuff and everybody go with it like it's raw, like it's real?
But Camille Cosby is still wrong because her husband admitted to doing these
exactly.
So regardless if she's comparing it to Emmett Till or these accusers, she's still blatantly wrong, especially when her husband in 2005 admitted to doing this.
Exactly.
He's also admitted on camera of how he's used a Spanish fly, aka a date rape drug years ago. So I mean,
it's 7 o'clock. Wow.
I understand, Camille. You know that's your husband, and you're going to stand by your husband.
Yeah,
but you can't compare a liar like this woman who said what she said about Emmett Till to these women. And I'm not saying they're all are telling the truth, but if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's usually an Affleck. And that's the only time that it walks and talks. But okay. But Camille, how dare you, as if your husband didn't admit out of his own mouth that he did this?
They asked me what part of the letter did she put that in there.
No part.
Okay, not at all.
Because I read half the letter.
She didn't bring it up at all. Now, let me tell you what y'all not going to do. You see how fast all of these universities that gave Bill Cosby took it away?
Yeah.
They didn't have no debates about it. Nobody complained about it. So why can't they get rid of all those Confederate statues? Like, those people did something right and something good. And everybody, you wiping Bill Cosby out like he has never done. Y'all put him in for the work that he has done. Now y'all taking everything away like it never happened. We always gonna have the proof that he was in your Hall of Fame, because every time y'all take him out, y'all took Bill Cosby out. What's the point of taking him out? He was already in there. He did a lot for people. You just don't like the fact that he did something. What about all the people in your Hall of Fame that y'all don't know about the nasty shit that they have done to people? All right. Anyway, I do feel like this was one of those cases where like all of these women, like 60 women, and only one had a chance to do something. So it was one prosecutor with 60 people on the weight of her shoulders, sit on her shoulders, versus Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, I don't feel bad for you because you know you did this stuff. But I do know that it was a setup. I know it was a setup because they only had a couple amount of months or a limited amount of time before they got your ass. And the reason why they unsealed that stuff, but look how many times you got black people together for their pants hanging off their ass, how they carried themselves, the things that they did, while never talking about what William H. Cosby Jr. was out there doing. Bill Cosby was doing all that shit. And you know, you got up there and you testified. You were so bold that you admitted to drugging women to having sex with them. When all you had to do, bitch, they know you Bill Cosby, you fuck them, give them a nice little check and send them on their way.
But you know, some people like that thrill, Kevin.
Yeah, it's a thrill. I know.
It's just like,
and I couldn't believe
they
that
go out there
because they left their power. Like,
it's no rape people. You feel like, why would you ever rape somebody when you got women out here and men who will gladly do what you want to do?
Yeah. I like somebody to talk shit to me. I don't like all of it. You cry and you talk shit to me.
Yeah, I like that talk shit talking too.
I'm asleep
and then somebody getting on top of you.
Bitch, what? Where's the fun in that?
But who's getting on top of you?
Well, wait a minute. Exactly. Nobody. So, you know, where is the fun and being sweet? You think I'm going to my climb on? My bad. Okay.
Well, I mean,
many have tried. Only few have entered. And that's the truth. So, because I don't play those games. I don't play those games.
well, you played them once before.
Back in my day. But I'm
What,
not
weekend?
too. Lies! Ain't none of that go on. The Scorpion had fun, but ain't none of that go on. I told you.
You tell me what you want to tell me.
I just told you the truth. Many ain't tried, few of it. And that's the truth. Well, anyway, on this case, we're gonna go. But we hope that you join us tomorrow morning when you see the full video.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone who came out to this broadcast on YouTube. We are gonna save this live stream. Don't remove it. No, I'm gonna remove it because if you wanna watch, you're gonna watch the new video with everything that we said.
Yeah. Like, why would we do that? Why would we save it? Because then there would be no point of us recording.
Yeah, this is the teaser. Thank y'all for watching. We love y'all. We'll holler at y'all at another time, which will be tomorrow morning. Peace. Now back to Camille Cosby. Camille Cosby. You remind me of women who are like, you know, you remind me of women who are told, your husband did this to me, your husband did that to me, or this person did this to me, and you always tell people, well, if something happened, you know, say something. You are just quick to defend your husband like nothing has happened. You are so, you're not even oblivious. You are just Kanye West to this bullshit because you know what you're doing. But what you're doing, you're not helping Bill Cosby at all. And you running your mouth talking about the prosecutor, talking about the judges, all you're going to do is make this sentence heavier for your husband. And that is not a good thing. Bill Cosby's 80 years old, he's blind. Like,
apparently she's blind and deaf too.
Well, hey, because she choose to be.
Yeah.
Now Kanye West, that's somebody who choose to do something.
Yeah, she choose to be foolish.
And Camille, there probably was a sad spot in my heart for you, but now it's gone. Yeah. Like, you writing that letter, you going off of Bill Cosby. Like, girl, for what? You are paid regardless. Right. If you divorce Bill Cosby today or tomorrow, you are going to get all of those funds. Right. So, why make this something like a fool? Why tarnish your legacy like Bill Cosby has tarnished his? Why do that? There's no defending what Bill Cosby did. If he wanted to have fun and you were okay with him cheating, then why did he put Quaaludes in their drinks? Right. What kind of excitement does a man get from a woman that's just knocked out?
But that's the same thing about men who molest kids. What kind of excitement do you get from that?
It's just nasty. Yeah. And they need to be put away forever.
Right. There should be no trial.
Anybody, if you have sex with people against their will, when you do it with children, you need to be put, like, I know some. I don't want to say like you should be put away.
If you
forever.
have sex, why not? Somebody who slept with a child shouldn't be put away forever.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about.
Oh, I was about to say.
Talking about like what
are you talking about?
Talking about adults.
Well, even still, because you don't have sex with me and I didn't give you permission to do that. That's disgusting. Especially if you drugged me, Kevin. That means that I had no way of even defending myself from you.
Yeah, because some people do it, but it's like. You don't get me wrong, because I know a lot of people might be upset.
Because I'm not understanding what you're saying.
But listen.
I'm listening.
People, I do believe that people can change. People can be apologetic for the stuff that they do. That's what I'm saying. Like, not forever, but a substantial amount of time to let them know what they did was wrong.
Well, then, what's the difference between somebody changing who's had sex with an adult than someone changing who's had sex with a child?
A child. First of all, everyone should be off limits. But a child,
But you just said people change. So what if the person who slept with a child says, "Oh, well, I've changed"? Then
you know what? I'm not going to go.
No one who's had sex with someone against their will should not.
You're right about that.
They should not.
You're
because
right
that means
that.
You should not have any type of say because you didn't allow the person you were sleeping with against their will to have any kind of say at all. Like, for instance, that man who they caught a few weeks ago who was raping all those people back in the 70s and 80s in California. He's now 76. They should throw him under the jail.
You know why he's never going to get out? Because not only did he rape people, he also killed
He murdered people. But even if he didn't murder anybody, he raped... This went on for 10 years.
Yes.
So he raped hundreds of
So
women.
that means he has a history
Yes.
of doing that.
Yes.
But some people don't have a history.
No, but see, he changed. And see, the thing is, well, as far as we know, he changed because he stopped in 1986, and he has not done that at all since, as far as we know, since 1986. So that could be somebody, and what you're saying is,
let me tell you something. What he got to do? He has to pay. He has to do the motherfucking time.
Yeah, they should.
Because you did the crime, you gotta pay.
What they used to do with Harry Houdini, put him in one of them tanks and sit it in a gallon of water and just let him suffocate that way.
Yeah, but I do have. For me, I do have. I don't want to say forgiveness, but for people that have done it, if you've done it, it's no justifying it because that person is that pain forever. But if you are apologetic for what you have done, I just don't believe in throwing a hammer down on you forever because I could get emotional, but I'm not. But like how the person who killed my nephew, that person was young, my nephew was young. But I don't live with that, lock that motherfucker up forever. That's not my heart, even though my nieces and nephews may feel that way. I don't feel that way. Because I will hope that he's recognized that he done something wrong. And I hope that he's shaping something. I don't even know what he's doing with his life. I don't even know his name. I didn't follow that. I just pray for him and go here about my business. But
that's not what we're talking about.
I know, but I'm just saying.
We're talking about adult men.
Yes. But
adult men
raping people. But I'm just saying, even if you kill somebody, you don't need to be put away forever. But
no, you don't.
Because the family live with that pain forever too.
Right.
And someone being raped, they live with that forever too because they just never know. But people, I do believe that people can change.
Yeah, people can.
And I don't believe that you should be put away forever. But if you have a pattern in the history, if you are a rapist and they're going around looking for you and they found your DNA everywhere, yes, put your ass away.
Yeah.
Yes, that's just how. I'm not trying to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
But I think that it's kind of hard. But you're someone who you're a prime example because you're someone who lived through someone being killed and their family. I would look at it well, of course I had people in my family killed, but your nephew lived with you, so he's not somebody who didn't live with you. He lived with you. I just would be sympathetic to people like you because I'm saying to myself, I can't even imagine this person walking the streets, especially if they brutally murdered somebody. You're walking the streets after serving time and then running into the family members of the person you killed. To me, I feel like that's kind of like a slap in the face. Here it is, you took my loved one away from me, you brutally did it. Now you serve time and you're out of jail and I have to look at you in the street and here it is, my family member's body is in a grave. Those are the people that I worry about. Family members like you. If somebody gives somebody life for killing somebody, then you should have thought about that before you decide to take somebody's life. Because that's what it is. Life that these people on earth can no longer see their loved ones. They can't get that back. So I can't get upset if the system gives you life. Now I can get upset if the system gives you 5 or 10 years after you done took a loved one from me, because 5 or 10 years ain't nothing.
Because it's a lifetime pain that you live.
Yes, but I understand what you're saying because you're that person. But I don't think a lot of people, while there are a lot of people who think like you, I think there may be also some people who be like, I just can't because somebody killed my loved one, and
I know.
I was watching this special, and I'm sorry, but I was watching this special about CNN did this excellent documentary on Patty Hearst. Y'all know Patty Hearst?
I remember that coming on. They had her
excellent. It's like a 6-part. It is excellent because it goes deep. It's just really good. But there was this one of the episodes. One of the episodes, the group went to go rob a bank, and one of the banks that they robbed, the bank was just opening, and one of the ladies who was in the bank, she was a church, she was like a treasurer at the church, and she was taking the money to go, deposit in the bank. And the group had came in and robbed the bank, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but one of the guys shot this woman, and she was killed. And I remember they were interviewing a few people who were in the bank, and when the group left, one of the bank tellers was she was explaining how everybody immediately ran to this woman because when they shot her, she just laid on the floor because nobody could help because the people were still in there, so couldn't nobody go over to help her. And I just remember, you know, she said that once they left, everybody ran over to this woman to try to help her, but it was really nothing that they could do because they shot her with a shotgun too. But I remember when they were interviewing her son, and he was just explaining all these years later, because this happened in '70, he was explaining all these years later, like, I still have not gotten any justice for my mother, and my mother needs justice. And I think about it like, that was almost 50 years ago, but this man is still hurt that his mother was killed. And it's like, how can you tell somebody, well, you know, well, that was this, that, and the third. So, you know, I just feel like, no, somebody has to pay for that. Like,
you can't never be mad at someone else.
Yeah, and I felt so bad because that was his mom. And I think he was like 12 when she got killed. And now he's in his 50s, and he's like, you know, my mom never got her justice. She was just going in there to do what you do in a bank, and then they come in there and shoot her. Like, that's not cool. I don't know. I just think, I agree with you. It's all about forgiveness as a Christian. You're supposed to forgive, but I'm also human. And there's also points where I'm like, I don't know if I can forgive you. Sometimes I be wanting that street justice. And I think there should be a new law where it's called street justice. That before you take them to jail, the family member should be allowed to whoop their, like, for instance, remember a few years ago when that guy court that man, I knew you was about to say that, raping his son. He beat that guy so bad that to a pulp. I couldn't even recognize his face from his regular picture because he beat him so bad, his face was so swollen. But the police who arrived said, we're not going to arrest this guy because he did what any father would do. He whooped his ass, so why would we arrest him? And I'm like, this is how it should be. If somebody abuses somebody's child, they should be allowed to fuck that, not kill him, but fuck that person up and then give him over to the cops. That's how it should be, right? Yeah. And I mean, that guy whooped that man's ass so bad that his face looked like a cartoon character. He was done with him. Yeah, bloodshot eyes, his lips was huge. Because they trusted him to watch it, because he was his son's babysitter. And they trusted him with his son, and he was in there molesting his son. Yes. And speaking of someone getting beat up, I don't know if y'all seen this, it's not even in my news. But there's a 1-year-old that was in a daycare in Indiana. And this 1-year-old child got beat up looking like an adult, whooped his ass. And they trying to say, this daycare, and Indiana is trying to say that a 2-year-old did this. Now I'm going to show you the picture because I know I don't tweet that much, but I tweeted that story. I'm going to show you, and it's just a shame. And they said that the mother was so mad at how her son looked that she beat up the daycare worker. I'm sure she did, because I would have too. And you think I'm going to walk into? I can't, Kevin, not a child. You think that I'm going to be able to walk into a daycare and see my child's face like that and I'm just going to walk out? Somebody's going to get fucked up. And one of these kids better not get in my way because they may get fucked up too. And they said that the parent of the 2-year-old was so upset that she was even blamed. That the blame was put on her daughter because she said, my daughter's not even violent. And she was just crying. And then it was saying like the blood was in the 2-year hand, on the 2-year-old's hand. Like, no. Ain't nobody beating no child. I don't know no 2-year-old with that much force. That much, you gotta have a hate or something to beat a person like that to a pulp. A 1-year-old, and I don't believe that a 2-year-old possesses that to fight in their nature to fight like that, to just keep hitting and hitting and hitting. And even if they were, where was the adults while this was going on? Because after somebody's beating somebody's face and like the child is going to be screaming and hollering. So you mean to tell me that no adult was around to stop this? So no, I don't believe that a 2-year-old did this because either way, even if a 2-year-old did do this, you're still in the wrong daycare because there was no adult around to stop it. So you're still in the wrong. And the mother had every right to whoop that daycare worker's ass because I would have too. Yeah. Just horrible. Just horrible. So yeah, I feel sorry for that little boy. So that's horrible. Meek Mill. We'll do Kanye West. So Kanye West, y'all know, for the past 3 weeks, 3 weeks, Kanye West has been saying a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't agree with. He's been tweeting stuff that people don't agree with. And this all basically came to a head on TMZ Live. Because I haven't heard from Kanye since. I mean, I've heard that he did an interview with Charlamagne. That was done weeks ago. And I didn't watch it, so I can't. Oh, I didn't. I thought it was done recently. When I heard in the interview he was talking about his whole decision about the Trump thing, so it could have been done weeks ago. They said it was about a couple weeks ago, that interview. Like, remember the last couple weeks ago, he was calling Charlamagne the Oprah of interviews or whatever? No, because I don't remember anything like that. Yeah, but the interview, I seen it in the tweets. But
He did an interview, and the interview is almost 2 hours long. I didn't watch it, so I can't talk about that. But I did see the clip of Kanye on TMZ Live saying that 400 years of slavery wasn't even, technically it wasn't 400 years of slavery. Slavery was about maybe 200 and something years old, because it ended in the late 1800s. But there has been, but there has been like some areas where secret slavery has been going on.
Well, yeah, of course.
But so he was saying that that was a choice because there was more them than slave owners, and that this was a choice to stay in a slave mentality. And
that's what he later said that he meant.
That's what he meant. And I believe it was part of what he meant. He couldn't get it all out because Kanye is not, I really don't believe he's there mentally.
No.
He's not there mentally.
Yeah.
But for you to even, whether you're there mentally or not, for you to be there and have that kind of thinking, I don't think no one wants to come here and to be a slave. Go anywhere and to be a slave. Mm-hmm. These people were taken against their will. Now you have two series of roots. You got one from the 70s and one that's recent. And you can just see how people are taken away from their families. Mm-hmm. For people who raise children, and once they got a certain age, they were separated from the children, never to see them again. Mm-hmm. So for you to just talk like that and say that, oh, this was your choice, you chose to do this, that's just horrible. It's horrible. I can't support you and what you do. I can't buy your music because you make it okay for white people to think that it's okay that slavery happened. Mm-hmm. I can't deal with that. Like with me doing my ancestry research and stuff, like I wonder what happened to some of those people I can't find. Like you got their history, or you know that they were around, but you found no death records for them. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, maybe they were caught and maybe somebody hung them or something like that because there's no death records. Like you just don't know. So for you to just think that slavery was a choice, Kanye, I want you to go back into those times and I want to see what you would do. There were people who stood up to their slave masters. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, the result is death. You know, but yes, well, people who ran away, they were caught. Everyone did not choose to stay in slavery because they knew it was wrong. But I just can't agree with you saying that was a choice. Maybe some people didn't want to die. I don't think that anyone chose to stand there and get their ass whooped by a whip or be beat just because whatever day of the week it was. No slave stays and does that. And a lot of things we do in life are a choice, but slavery is not a choice that people decided to stay in because most of them were even born into it. Mm-hmm.
First of all, for me, where would any of these people even have a thought to go if they, got away from their slave masters? Now we all know a lot of slaves did escape, and they did escape up north, but many of them, those slaves had people who were helping them. There were a lot of slaves who didn't have people helping them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And back, we're talking about over 150 years ago. Just to even be black down south over 150 years ago, walking alone by yourself, you come across an ignorant group of white men, they would have immediately, and
you're not free,
like you're not, it's just so sad to even begin to think that uttering those words I don't even think that he would have even, I don't even think it would have been a good idea for him to even mention or even say the whole mentality of being a slave, where he claims that that's what he meant. Because I think even that would offend a lot of people too, because they're like, but they're black people at that time.
Okay for white people to say,
yeah,
hey,
you know, it's just,
chose to be a slave.
right.
Where the fuck were they going to go?
A lot of them had no resources.
Yeah.
And while, like I said, while there were many black people back, you know, at that time who were able to escape, but they had resources, they had people to help them. There were some black people who didn't have resources. Many of them who did have resources was too afraid because they're like, listen, I don't even want to get caught because if I get caught, I know something bad is going to happen to me, and I don't want that to happen. But it's so unfortunate because while he has this way of thinking, and while he's saying all of these things that are very controversial and very hurtful to many people, you have Adidas coming out today saying that they're going to still stick and support him by selling his Yeezy sneakers. But this is my thing, because I thought about this and I said to myself, can you imagine if somebody would have said this about the Holocaust? They would have immediately canceled them.
Exactly.
Because them white folks and them Jews
skin color
would have been, oh no, you talking about the Holocaust? Because you know many of them think that the Holocaust was worse than slavery anyway. Which I think that's not even an argument, because both of them were atrocities. Both of them were atrocities. But to say that, you know, something this hurtful and to then to back him for that, that's not okay. That's not okay at all. And this should be a wake-up call to a lot of black people out there. You have people like Kanye West who are abusing their power. And you got all these celebrities who are coming out and they're actually standing up against him like, Kanye, what is up with you? People like T.I., people like John Legend who are trying to talk to him, but he's not listening. He's not listening at all.
And you know what? Can I say something? I watched a story on John Legend with Henry Louis Gates, and they did a story on John Legend's family. I don't remember what side, but one of his sides of the family, they were free people. And they had moved to, I believe, Indiana. And even though they were free, white people came and took this man's 9 children and put them back into slavery in Kentucky. So I don't know I don't know if even Kanye even watched that story.
No.
But if that's your real friend, I don't think you would even want to bring that, you know, talk about the slave. It was a choice. No one chooses to go into slavery. But they had people working for this man to get his children back. And I think he got 4 out of 5 back or something like that. It's just, Kanye, I just can't deal with you. I don't even like talking about you or discussing you, because you are just making it bad for black people all over. And I say shout out to Van from TMZ. A lot of people didn't know his name, but I knew his name was Van because I've been looking at Van for a long time on TMZ. And yeah, but this was his breakout moment for Van, and he got Kanye together, and rightfully so.
And rightfully so.
Rightfully
and
so.
everything he said was right, was spot on.
Yeah.
Was spot on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand, you know, and then but then how can you even, you know, Kim Kardashian is coming to her husband's defense, but how can you even expect someone like her to even understand?
She don't.
She don't.
All she knows, she like to ride black dicks, and so do her sister too. You know, that's all they know that they like.
So it doesn't even. You
don't care about the struggle. You care about what's come out that dick.
It's just.
She's stigmatized by the black. I'm sorry for talking like this, but it's true. Now I ain't got nothing wrong with anybody that love the black race. But Kim, if you going to love our race, you got to love all that comes with it. And you need to educate yourself about the history, because now you got children. You got 3 children by this man. And they need to know the history of slavery and what happened starting back in 1620.
But can you imagine the household and them being taught by their father about it?
Oh my God, it's a mess.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
Especially the way he's thinking now and what he's teaching, what he's going to teach them in the future. Because, yeah, we didn't even think about that part.
No.
Because they can't be taught by the mother, because she don't know.
She don't know shit.
The father's on his way across the river with no boat or paddle or nothing like that, like he's Jesus. No.
And then Kanye was complaining about not taking his medicine. You know,
I didn't even know he was addicted to opioids.
I didn't know none of that stuff, but I knew he was on something.
Yeah.
I had to take something. Kanye. I feel like Beyonce, she said in the audience, like, oh my God,
Kanye. Yeah. She probably knew at that, like that. Oh,
it was at that moment.
Amber Rose probably somewhere laughing her ass off. Like,
she knew.
Yeah. Something was wrong with her.
Mm-hmm.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
You knew something was wrong with him when he shot at her out a few years ago at the VMAs. I see you, Amber, something like that while Kim Kardashian was sitting there.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
And Kim, I don't feel bad for her because Kim got with Kanye while she was with him.
Yeah.
Like, this is all a mess, and you want to call yourself defending him, just don't. Anytime Kanye talks dumb, let him. You say nothing. And Chris, I thought you would know that by now. You see, Chris ain't say nothing. I heard Chris say nothing yet. I don't want Chris Jenner.
Oh, of course not.
I don't want to say anything.
No.
Like, y'all are ruining our people. Look at Lamar. Look at Kanye. Who else next?
Well,
you know,
Reggie
Kanye
Bush
was already. Oh yeah,
he
never went back. He got him a lookalike.
Yeah, but he never
went back.
Yeah.
And you ain't never heard not a bad story about him.
Nope.
Not one person on the phone was able to tell me how rude
Reggie Bush was. Reggie Bush was well bred on how to leave a Kardashian.
Yeah. He left the sunken place.
Okay.
Shout out to Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush, I'm sure he's good. Anyway.
Would you let him trim
But hey, and that's one that can get to yeah, okay. Ooh-wee. And I won't charge much. What? I won't charge much. Bitch, you think you gonna get up in there for free?
Listen.
Now, in these times, it's hard these days. Shit.
Wait, hold on.
But Kelly's being a mess.
No,
I'm not gonna be a mess.
What about this?
Probably because he talked too much, and I you know.
He said he talked too much.
He talked too much. Wait, I ain't say his line. I ain't say his line. He talks too much. He talks way too much.
Y'all a mess.
Look at you. Anyway, y'all got to do better out here in Hollywood. Meek Mill. Shout out to Meek Mill, who went to the National Constitution Center with a bunch of owners from the Sixers. One of the minority owners, the governor, and I believe the mayor was there. And he talked about criminal justice reform. And, you know, I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's doing this. Is something that I wanted to see. So, a person like me, I can't complain. And it didn't take long to do it. It only took him a week since he got out to schedule that press conference and speak about it. He probably been out, what, a week or two? I don't know. Last week. So, I'm happy for Meek Mill that he's doing something. And I hope they go all the way. And he's also doing a documentary with Jay-Z with Rock Nation TV. Or Rock Nation in association with Amazon Prime.
That's good for him.
Now, yeah, I'm happy, but I don't want it to be on Amazon Prime. I want it to be on national television. Not even with people with cable television. I want people to be able to see this on free television because this is something that everybody should be able to get behind, not just Amazon TV. I mean, I have Amazon Prime, and so it comes with it, but I don't really watch Amazon Prime like that now. Not so much like Downton Abbey. And I still watch the reruns because I feel like I know that family now. But put it on BET if you can't put it on regular TV. Put it on BET. Put it on somewhere where black people will be watching. Where black people get upset. And I want them to show the 13 documentary by Ava DuVernay. I want them to show that on TV. Because many people don't know. And we have to put these documentaries on where they can watch. You know what I learned about Bobby Kennedy? I learned that black people didn't like him. A lot of people. Did you watch the documentary on Netflix?
I'm watching it, but those were things I already know.
I didn't know that stuff. Like a lot of people didn't trust him.
Well, that's because the Kennedys in the beginning,
had all that.
But it's not all that. In the beginning, they didn't want to touch civil rights. They didn't want to touch it because in the beginning they didn't think that was an important issue. Remember, Bobby Kennedy was the one who signed off on J. Edgar Hoover to wiretap Martin Luther King. So a lot of African Americans at that time did not really fuck with them that much. It wasn't until the mid-60s when after his brother was killed, when Bobby started to when he became a senator, and like you said, then he became woke and he started to really go into the ghettos of the inner cities, and he got to not just talk about poor people, but he went inside the homes of poor people, and then he began to fight for poor people in their causes. But in the beginning, a lot of people were like, I ain't fucking with them because they don't know. But see, that's what happens when you do. That's what happens when you were talking about earlier about a change. When you have a change, you make a change, because it's funny because you wouldn't think a lot of people kind of wouldn't think that that's how they were in early on, but it's like you also got to remember, and I think Bobby Kennedy even said it in an interview, and I think I saw him say in an interview where he was just like, you got to remember, we grew up rich, we grew up sheltered,
exactly.
we didn't grow up with this,
none of that.
so we didn't see it. So for us, you know, for us, it was like, it's not important to us because we don't even understand it because we didn't see it. But it wasn't until he had to really become engaged and then it was like, oh wow, this is really how people live and it's unacceptable. And so he really, you know, he started to make a change. And it's good when people make a change for the better. Yeah. Now you're gonna always have your critics will say, well no, because they this and no, because they that. But if you're making a change to help people and for the better, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. If you, like you said, if you became woke, because you can't.
He really had a wake up call because
he did.
When he went to one of those rural areas in Kentucky, that shit was hard.
Well, remember that? Did you see? So you see, I'm still on episode 2, but like I said, I've known his story.
I ain't know nothing.
Yeah, see, I knew his story. That's why it's taking me so long because I'm like, I've knew his story. But did you see when he went? I think it was like episode 2 when he went to that committee hearing meeting and he was getting on that guy for just arresting people just for talking about they were going to protest because they weren't getting paid fair wages. And he said, well, how on earth is it that you guys are down here arresting people, these minorities, because they're speaking about protesting? And even if they do protest, what's the matter? They're protesting. Right. And the guy couldn't even, answer them. Well, this is, and he's like, well, where are you getting this phone call from? Well, we're getting it from them. Like, and he's like, this doesn't make sense. Like, why would you arrest these people if they're trying to get a better wage, higher wage? Like that one lady in the interview, he said, well, how much do you make? She said, I make $2 a day.
Yeah.
What?
Bitch. And mind you, I was shocked when they said we should raise the minimum wage
to $1.50.
I said, wait a minute.
But then you have to remember the time.
Yes.
You have to remember the time.
$1.50.
Kevin, my mouth dropped too. Huh? No. I don't know.
Bitch.
But then I don't know what minimum wage or what state he was in.
I don't know. But that's the thing. He was talking about the next. I don't know. $1.50. And it's still not that high. It's only like $8.25.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And that was in the 60s when he said $1.50.
And I'm thinking, how are they living? How is rent getting paid? So that's when I began, like, loaf of bread was nickel and 10 cents. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I can believe it.
When you see the prices of things back then, you say to yourself, wow, I wish today was that way. Hell, even in the 70s. Remember, even in the 70s when you watch shows like Good Time and they're complaining about some of the prices, and today we sit and we say, well, damn, I wish it was still that, right? But to them, that was a high because they wasn't making no much money.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't even know, how much is a loaf of bread now? It got to be.
Depending on where you go, $2. Sometimes $3.
I remember when the loaf of bread used to be like $1 something. What's that? Because you look like.
Because I know I don't text with you. Ooh. Look, because I told you this the last time we text. Yeah.
Who is that though?
I'll tell you that. I'll tell you when now.
Okay.
But it ain't nobody.
No, but I'm just saying because I'm thinking like something must have happened.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Bobby Kennedy. I gotta finish episode 4, but yeah, that shit was good. And Rihanna and Drake. Rihanna said that she and Drake don't really fuck with each other no more. They don't talk to each other no more because she don't like how Drake made her feel at the 2016 VMA Awards when she was standing there and he was giving her so much praise and he confessed his love for her. She said that made her very uncomfortable. So they're not friends, they're not enemies, they just don't, whatever she said.
Because she felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, very uncomfortable.
Well, when was that, when he did that?
This is in August 2016. And she said they don't really mess with each other. I was going to blow it up and like talk about it, but,
Well, I mean, if somebody does something that makes you uncomfortable, then
but I don't believe you should end the friendship. She should just talk to me like, you made me uncomfortable that day.
Right, but then we don't know if they did have a conversation. Did she say if they had a conversation?
No, she said that they did. She said they just don't. They don't see it. She don't see it for her.
And it probably also made her uncomfortable too because it probably got people speculating.
Because remember we thought that they was fucking.
And she probably didn't want that type of attention. So I mean,
I'm sure they cut up before though.
Yeah, well, I mean, but then again, they probably didn't. Because if she went to this length of not speaking to him anymore, then maybe she was like, no, we probably didn't have sex.
Or he probably did something and then trying to confess his love for her as an apology, and she just wasn't feeling it no more because she was standing there looking awkward. And I thought,
as you said, I mentally remember how she was looking, and I do remember she wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah, so it's like,
see, that's why it's important for people to watch what they say, especially men. You have to watch what you say because it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not, and it doesn't even matter if you're talking to another celebrity. If you make somebody feel uncomfortable and they feel uncomfortable, then they feel uncomfortable. Like, for instance, if somebody make me feel uncomfortable and I don't want to speak to them no more, then that's my right. I shouldn't, if I don't want to talk to them no more, I don't want to talk to them no more. It's no, oh, well, you should just, no, they made me feel uncomfortable and I don't want to talk to them no more. And that's the end of that. Shout out to her because there are a lot of people who feel like, well, maybe I should give somebody a second chance. And then when you give somebody a second chance, and they make you uncomfortable again. And then what happens, then people like us are saying, well, why'd you go back when you knew they did it the first time? So just end it now, so he will never make you feel uncomfortable again. And maybe this will give Drake a wake-up call that you can't say what you just want to say simply because you're Drake. You can't do that.
But let me tell you something.
And somebody's calling your phone.
For one that doesn't like, that's Nina. What's she like? Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hear her.
What? She's probably not her mouth for that name to call me.
Yeah, I don't think she's
so.
Yeah. Because
Her phone always do that.
Yeah, she's too far away.
What's what he said?
That one ain't giving up.
No, I'm not.
What? So you got... Do I have with the person up there?
Yeah. As soon as I turn this camera off. So yeah.
Don't you hate those type of messages?
Yes.
Like, I ain't talked to you in months.
Years. And you gonna text me?
Yeah, you gonna text me actually. I'm sorry, but I'm Philadelphia tour guide. That's phone number 215. That's who you can call, because I'm not nobody's tour guide. Tour guide? What, the people say, what do you do for fun? Work, church, and home. That's what I do for fun, and I don't play tour guide because I don't get paid to tour. Nobody knows.
Everybody will know, where should I eat, where should I go?
I don't know. My name is not Google, and it's not restaurants.com either. So I don't know where you should go. You know, we have all of this information at our hands, our beck and call, and people still ask, well, where should I go? I don't know. I don't know where you should go. Go to somebody's house, because that's where I find the best food from.
Oh.
And it'd be free.
You don't have to pay.
And you don't have, and you can take out for free too. So where should I go? I don't know. Just get off my.
But I do say for them cheesesteak with Ishkabibus, gem steaks, there's a lot of good cheesesteak maxes on Broad and Erie. But I mean, you gotta be careful though. Don't go there at nighttime. Go in the daytime. But go in the daytime. They got some good ass cheesesteaks. You know.
And they actually have, and this was no exaggeration. They even have a steak that's the size of this table. Because I bought one, and not realizing that I bought the wrong size steak.
But
once they were finished, it was like $15, almost $20.
For this table, like 2 feet.
Yep. It was long.
This table is 4 feet.
It was long.
About 5 feet.
It went from, I would say, it went from right here to like where that hand is at.
Yeah, that's way too. Who did you share with?
I ate it by myself, but I didn't eat the whole thing. I didn't eat the. Was I? I didn't eat the whole thing because after a while I was like, I can't eat this, so I threw the other half away because I'm not one to save food and then go back to it.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, unless it's like, it depends on if it's soul food. Because I feel like yams and macaroni and cheese and shit, you gotta let that shit marinate. You gotta let that sit overnight. Cause that leftovers be the best.
I got chills thinking about
that. But steaks and all that, French fries, I can't get into that.
Some good food.
You know who I actually tried and I was impressed and I was shocked because I was giving them such a hard way to go? Country cooking.
Saw you?
Yeah, I tried. I went recently.
Well, we should go there and do it. Not do a video there, but try their food. Cause
I already tried. I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try. What would you try?
I had their honey barbecue chicken breast, boneless, baked macaroni and cheese and yam. The baked macaroni and cheese was okay. I've had better, but it was okay. The yams was good, and the boneless, it was so good. Kevin, it was like, they were like the size of this Vaseline. They were so thick and juicy, and it was boneless, and I think it's like they gave you 5, maybe 6. The only thing, I mean, it had like a little spicy tang, and I don't really like spicy, but it was still good that I ate it was, and I was like, oh my God, I've been giving them so much flack that they're like,
because I've been hearing that it's not, you know, it's like, but you gotta try it for yourself,
right?
You know?
Exactly. Now, will I try other things? I don't know, because you know me, I'm very picky. I'm very like, I'll eat one thing and that's it. I don't like to keep. Let me try this one to me. Let me try that. Let me try this. No. Now I can see me going back to get another one of that.
They should have the same, because people be coming from all over. Where they should put like different. Let me stop telling her how to do her menu. But yeah, she's doing a damn thing because she got Instagram on a lot. She's always in her kitchen, and
she was in that thing.
there.
And her son, the one, the prom with the camel, he was the one who took my order. So she got everybody in there working.
Yeah, that's a family that stays together.
Yeah. You gotta make money.
Yeah. A family. You don't see a lot of black-owned family businesses here in the city, and if they do, they don't last long. Right? And that's no lie. I've seen it in my neighborhood. So shout out to them. Okay, so we're gonna go. Shout out to y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. Cinco de Mayo is this Saturday. Be safe. Check Instagram. Just check Twitter if they see if Uber got some deals going on, just in case y'all want to get out there and drink. Don't want to hear about any of y'all on the news.
Right.
So please be responsible. And I'll talk to you. Let me tell you what we're doing.
Yes, please do.